So good morning, everyone. It's a great pleasure to have you join us this morning for our first virtual town hall. We want to welcome the Honorable Vic Fedeli, Minister of Economic Development, Job Creation, and Trade as our special guest this morning. The Premier mused yesterday about a soft reopening. I'm not sure how much information you can give us until a few weeks away from the May 12th official date for the emergency closure. Do you have any information you can share with us about what that reopening might look like? You know, we went from 70 odd essential service sectors to 30 odd essential. Will it go back to 70 essentials and then open up like that? Or will there be easing on the number of people that can gather? What information can you share with us on the reopening of Ontario?
Thanks, David. The Premier, I think, was very clear the other day, earlier in the week, when he said, you know, there's a glimmer of light at the end of the tunnel, but we're not going to be rushing into anything. So we do have a plan, we do have a phased plan, and a lot will depend on the Chief Medical Officer of Health. We need to hear very clearly from the health professionals that, all right, well, our number is X and that will allow you to do Y and Z. So we have a plan, a phased in approach that would allow certain areas, I call it just a sort of a loosening of the spigot, but it will all be dependent on the Chief Medical Officer of Health, our Ministry of Health. So we take our guidance from them, but you will see a phased approach. This is not a light switch you're going to click on and you know, everybody's back to work. That simply won't happen. It really will be a slow roll, but a safe approach that when we start to unravel or roll it out, it will make sense to everybody. Yeah, that makes sense. This first phase, I can understand how that decision was made. You know, there are going to be people who don't like it, who will want us not to do it. There'll be people who won't like it because we're not doing it fast enough. So when you have both sides offering you challenges, we know we'll hit the sweet spot. And I think, David, that's complements what the Premier said the other day, that we'll get there, but it will be slow, methodical, and based on the science and based on our health professionals.